morning everyone. Welcome to day 3 of Sloth Yoga. Today you might want to use some blocks or some cushions, depending on your flexibility. Let's get started. Today we are starting in mountain pose at the top of your mat. So to start off with, your feet can be together and knees together. If that's not good for you right now, we can open a little bit wider. Have your feet hip width apart. You can even have them wider, just be wherever's comfortable for you. As long as your feet are grounded, lift up your toes and place them down like little frog sticky toes down at the floor. And then we're just going to face palms forwards, facing forwards, arms out at your side. Turn your thighs inwards if you can. That means that there's a little bit of engagement going on. So you're rolling your thighs inwards, opening up your hips, squeezing in your glutes, squeezing in your stomach muscle. Imagine there's a thread from the top of your head down to your toes, making you nice and tall and long. Shoulders down and back, palms facing forwards. It's hard work. We're not just relaxing. We're going to go through a couple of rounds of breath here. So we're going to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're going to take a little bit of a bind. So you're going to put your fingers together and we're going to push them down to the earth. So push them in front of you, down to the earth. Think about your shoulders still being down and back, but your hands are pushing downwards. So we get a little bit of engagement here in the upper arms, pushing down. Good. Just keep breathing naturally. We're going to take that forward. So we're going to take it up and pushing forwards. Pull your shoulders back into the sockets, but push forwards. Excellent. Breathing in. On the out breath, raise your arms high above your head. Now, this might be difficult. So if your arms only come to here, that's great. If you need to make a bigger circle with your arms, that's also good, but try and push out as much as you can. So just go to wherever you are comfortable. So I'm pushing right up, but I want to think about drawing the shoulder blades down my back as well. So I'm not right up to my ears, my shoulder blades are down, but I'm still pushing upwards. Think about those thighs. Curling your thighs inwards. Breathing. Don't stop breathing. We need it. Taking a round of breath here. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that bind and let your hands drop by your sides and give them a little shake out. Good. I should have got the blood flowing a little bit. Right, from here we are going to go down into a forward fold. I want you to bend your knees. Even if you can go down with straight legs, I'd like you to bend your knees at this point. So if your feet are together, you might want to think about taking them hip width apart, but that's entirely up to you as well. So we're going to take a breath in. On the out breath, you're going to bend your knees, arms are by your sides, and we're just going to bend and fold. And then we're collapsing over your thighs. And the backs of your hands are going to go down on the floor like monkey knuckles. Now, if our bellies are in the way at this point, I'm very belly focused, take your feet as wide as your mat, or as wide as your belly goes. Doesn't matter, right? Bend your knees, make space, and down. That's better. Now you can breathe. Monkey knuckles on the floor. Take a breath in. On the out breath, we're going to rise halfway. Just slide your hands up your shins and we're only halfway. So you've got a little bit of a flat back going on, and then we're going to relax down again to the floor. Monkey knuckles again. Breathing in, halfway lift, and then relaxing down to the floor. Excellent. This time we're going to go right to the top. Breathing in. We're going to take our hands out the front, up, right to the top. Again, let your hands float down to your sides. Lift your toes, plant them on the floor like little sticky frog toes. and then turn your palms forwards again, mountain pose. Take your hands together, prayer hands in front of your chest. Rise those prayer hands up to the top, up above your head, or as far as they go, doesn't matter. Up above your head, draw your shoulders down again. We're going to collapse again, bend our knees and float down to the ground. Excellent. Plant your hands firmly on the floor at this point. Now, at this point, if you can't reach the floor, then reach the sofa, reach some blocks, reach for the table, reach for anything that you can reach for. Don't reach for a cake just yet. Afterwards, then you can reach for the cake. It won't support you at this time, but blocks will. So, reaching down to the floor. You can put your hands on blocks or onto the floor, hands down. What we're going to do is we're going to walk our feet backwards, resting on our hands if you can, and then down to your knees. We're down into a cat-cow position. Hands are on whatever you need to do to support you. If you've got dodgy knees, put them on a cushion at this point as well. So cushions and blocks and things like that are going to come in handy. We're going to do one little cat-cow. Make sure that your knees are underneath your hips, fingers are open and grounded. From here, we're going to arch your back upwards, so belly button to spine, bending in, looking at your knees, nice big arch. Take a breath in. On your out breath, pushing your belly button down to the floor and head comes up. One more. Breathing in and belly button into spine, looking at your knees, breathing out, belly button down to the floor, head up. Fabulous. From here. Now this might be tricky for some of you. I'm just going to turn sideways for a moment. Curl your toes under at the back. We're still in the cat-cow position. We're pushing down strongly into our hands. Toes are tucked under. We're going to push up into a downward dog. Now when we get there, you may need to adjust where your legs are at this point. From here, we're going to push up and back. Yeah? You're going to drive your heels down the floor and push your hip points back and have the ears between your arms. If that is too much for you at this point, stay in your cat-cows and do a couple more cat-cows. We're not in this downward dog for long. And we're just going to go through one round of breath, because it might be a lot for some of you at this point. So I'm going to stay sideways for this one. So we've pushed up into our downward dog. Heels are driving down to the floor. If you can, pushing your hip points back, ears between your arms. If you need to adjust your legs and take them out further, that's great. If you need to bend your knees at this point, that is also good. If you need to have your hands on blocks, that is good too. Breathing in. And out. Bend your knees. Down to the floor. Back to your cat-cow. Told you we weren't there for long. Back in your cat-cow position, we're going to go through one set of cat-cows. So we're going to arch your back up to your spine, bring your nose into your chest, breathing in, on your out breath, belly button down, head up. Fantastic. Right, we're going to get up from this position. I know it might have taken some of you a long time to get down into this position, but now we're going to get up. Tuck your toes under. We're going to sit back onto your heels a little bit and take your hands backwards. From there, we're going to rock back onto your feet. So we're going to push back onto your feet. Excellent. Our heels don't need to be on the floor at this point. You're going to use your hands to push yourself up. So keep your knees bent, pushing up, 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 all the way to the top. Mountain pose. Hands above in prayer hands. Feet hip width apart, facing forwards or together if you want a bigger stretch. We're going to float those arms out to the side, halfway. Turn your palms facing forwards, shoulders down and back. Breathe. Take some breath in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those arms float down your sides, mountain pose, palms still facing forwards, shoulder blades down and back, belly button into your spine, turning your thighs inwards. Don't lock your knees. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands in front of your chest into prayer hands. Bring your palms up to your third eye, in the middle of your forehead. Just rest your thumbs on your forehead basically. And just breathe normally. Let's get your breath back to normal. We may have raised your heart rate a little bit today, which is good. I know it's sloth yoga, but we don't want to be lazy. Breathing in and out normally. And at this point, I invite you to say with me, Namaste.